It's a new year, and of course, I'll be starting it with the Kaya and Diluk fan art. So, this was supposed to be a Christmas special, but I literally did not have any time. Then I thought I'd make it a New Year special, but no. No. Life was so busy and it got as busy as it could. So, here we are, almost a month into 2025, and this being a simple piece of fan art. So the reference I used here is a screenshot from a Japanese film called We Made a Beautiful Bouquet. For anyone who has been watching J-dramas, I'm pretty sure you've heard of the name Masaki Suda. So it's a Masaki Suda film and I freaking love that guy. He's just so versatile. The story is about a girl and a boy who meet in a train station, and it spans their lives over the next 5 years, and I absolutely loved it for how realistic it was. I don't want to spoil it to anyone who's interested in watching it, but if you guys like listening to plot summaries of dramas, films, or even book series, anything standalones, let me know. I actually love talking about those. Like for anyone who wants to watch something but doesn't have the time or patience like me, and simply wants to have it in the background while you do something, sort of like a podcast. I'm not sure. Do let me know in the comments. I can definitely do that. Anyways, I watched this film in 2022 and I take screenshots of interesting film panels to practice drawing, so I don't really remember all the plot lines of this particular film, just the main plot. But I remember loving it so much that I recommended it to basically everyone I know. Only one guy took up on the offer and he ended up loving it too. I won't be spoiling this one here, but maybe from the next video I'll do those plot recaps as you join me in the drawing, so that we can also have a fun time rather than just watching me draw. Coming to the art piece, I'm trying to stick as close to the reference as possible. Some might call this uncreative or even unoriginal, but please, I'm learning in its self-taught. Art is a hobby for me and I can't afford to waste what little time I have on practicing stuff like the fundamentals instead of actually, drawing pieces I love. It's not that deep, art or anything for that matter. It's not that deep. If you simply want to draw, just draw. If you want to learn everything and get better at it, then do that. I know what I'm saying is kind of counterproductive, but listen, I've been there. I've tried learning art before making art pieces, and I absolutely hated the time period because as someone who doesn't have much time for hobbies, turning my relaxing hobby into something systematic and perfect like that turned stressful. So yep, you do you. This is just my opinion and you don't have to take me on that, but yep. But do try to learn something while you skip the basics and just jump into drawing. Try to see the patterns in the references you use. Try to understand some basic anatomy, even if you can't reproduce them into your art yet. Just starting to notice those things is already a step in the right direction. You can always take your time to improve on those. For now, in this piece, I just included Kaya and Diluk in place of the people in the reference. And like always, I have a Pinterest board where I've collected art I love. I take inspiration from them while painting, and that's probably why I, don't have a consistent art style. I try different things in each art piece, so everything ends up looking different, and same face syndrome. Darn, I'm so jealous of artists who suffer from that. I can't reproduce the same face to save my life, Also, at this point, the piece is almost done. I'm trying to go for a warm, cozy vibe like in the reference. It's nighttime and hence the window is dark. And the main focus is just Kaya and Diluk in the living room. Exactly why I did not waste my time drawing the bookshelf. I know artists who take time drawing every single detail so beautifully or use softwares like Blender to do their backgrounds, and I honestly want to try learning that eventually, but right now, like I said, I have very little time. So I used a free copyright-free stock image and I'm painting over it. Very unoriginal And I'm not great at perspective, so it probably looks artificial, but yeah, but the focus is the characters. The background will be blurred anyways, and social media will spend precisely 2 seconds looking at this before scrolling past. I mean, if they end up finding it, so yup. Gosh, I think I sound like a lazy slacker. I swear I'm not. Crying face. So though I'm indeed putting more effort on the furniture, I'm using an opaque round brush with pressure sensitivity on to have a painterly effect. Too much textured brush on everything makes it look artificial and sometimes a tad bit bad, and sometimes a normal round brush is the best one. I always use it. And exactly because my basics is shaky, I feel like both their faces are off. So I'm just spending time repainting and trying to refine the details. Same with other parts of the body. The fingers, God, it's like sometimes I can draw them and most times I can't. I swear those Twitter art police will call this AI art by just seeing my fingers, which brings me to an issue. Multiple actually, but yup. There has been various instances where actual artists have been blamed as AI artists just because they are not at the level of professionals, and to be honest, I'm really on the fence with this. People need to realize that sometimes in the process of fighting for what is ultimately wrong, you end up hurting the very people you were caring for. So many artists were bullied off the platforms because of the baseless accusations of others, and I saw another artist delete their account recently because of one such incident. I'm not going to elaborate on this, but in this particular incident, the accuser did not look like they regretted it much, as you can see from their quotes, official apology post. So yes, it might be the internet, but please behave in a responsible way. I'm saying this to everyone. Just because an account looks empty without much interaction, it doesn't mean it is a bot account. It might be, it might be not. It's not our business to poke them unless, we're being personally affected by it. And if someone else is indeed using AI art and pretending that they drew it, confirm it first. And no, AI is getting good with the hands, so go actually study and analyze before blaming. Treat the situation with grace. If they're found guilty, and I don't know, just report them or something instead of instigating cancel culture. The world is already cruel enough. We don't want more artists to be falsely blamed in this way and bullied. At the end of the day, art is something, a way of escape for a lot of us, and it's already really cruel with the way algorithms work and how everything, every platform treats quantity over quality. So I think artists need to be kinder to each other instead of treating this like some high school Mean Girls parody. And with that, it brings us to the end of the art piece. I'm just adding some chromatic aberration, a bit of noise, and a little bit of blurring on the edges, and an add layer for the light so that it gives that cozy pop. This is the final art piece, and we took around 3.5 hours to achieve this. Thank you for joining me in this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!